And the next thing we're going to dive into is senior fitness in 2023. Should older adults still work out? It's something that I work with quite a bit in my life. So older adults are usually neglected in the fitness industry, whether people are scared to work with them or they, just feel like they don't need to, like, oh, they live their life, they're good. If they neglected their health, it's on them. But we really need people that care about working with seniors, and it's a priority. And the priority is there because people are living a lot longer. And even though people are living a lot longer, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're living better. You could take somebody who's 80 years old and has taken care of their health their entire life, and guess what? They're probably going to feel a lot better. They're going to move a lot better through life. They're going to have better mental health versus somebody who's 80 and hasn't taken care of their body. Guess what? They're not going to feel as good. They're going to feel much worse, actually. So this brings up this idea of biological versus chronological age. So biologically, you could be aging at a rate that is far slower than somebody else. So that same example, somebody who's 80 and has taken care of themselves their entire life, their biological age might be like 60, 50. It's hard to put exact numbers on this, but that's kind of a perspective. In addition to this, so when we talk about then chronological age, it's kind of this different thing of, they're still the same age, but biologically they're completely different. So this is why I think if you're a senior, or if you know somebody who's a senior and just starting out in the workouts in 2023, high priority. Again, seniors noticed from COVID that there was a large amount of complications from being overweight, having heart disease, all these other comorbidities. If you are somebody who wasn't particularly concerned about these aspects of your fitness before COVID made you realize that, hey, it's probably not the best idea for me to just neglect my health up until this point. So a lot of seniors realize also too from the pandemic, and hopefully moving into 2023, that you can prevent a lot of these poor health outcomes from numerous different things. The seniors that I work with, I always do some balance exercise with them. I do some resistance training with them. I do a little bit of cardio. I try to do it holistically, and this is the same for everyone, but these very, very small things that you can be doing consistently, hopefully every single day, can lead to a huge decrease in all of these bad outcomes, which, God forbid, if we have another pandemic at some point, you'll be much healthier and much better off down the road. One of the also biggest things too with seniors working out, and why all seniors should be working out right now, and again, if you're watching this and you're not a senior but you know somebody who's an older adult, I'm sure we all do, you need to start convincing them to do this. One of the biggest things for seniors is decreasing their lifetime disabilities. So there's an older adult I used to work with who she actually sat in she had a chair. She wasn't in a wheelchair initially, but she was pretty active. She used a walker to get around, and she ended up fracturing her entire lower body. So her hip, her leg, everything was completely fractured. And because of this, it led to her being basically permanently disabled for the rest of her life. She had to go through a wheelchair everywhere. She needed assistance everywhere. So these can be avoided in large part from being consistently physically active. And again, why I think, especially for seniors in 2023, working out for them is particularly important. I know a lot of this original discussion was about mental health, but I wanted to tie this into